Hey, it's Jess. I've got a July 2023 month in review video for you today, so enjoy. All right, it's time for July 2023 month in review, and I'm going to do a comparison to July 2022. I generally think it's better to compare year over year rather than looking at one month versus the previous month. If we're looking at the same time period year over year, we can get better insight into how our sales are comparing to strategies that we were implementing before or economic conditions or whatever other factors you want to look at. So we're looking at July 1st to July 31st, 2023. Net sales just shy of 20,000 US, which is okay for summer for us. I would like to see it a little bit higher, obviously, but overall, this is not bad. The summer has not been as horrible of a selling season for us as normal. Summer typically does slow down for us, as I think it probably does for many of you. For us, it didn't slow down too much, and apparently it's up 30% over July of last year. So I don't remember how I was feeling about sales last year, but I must have been complaining pretty hard because I would have been disappointed with that number, and I'm relatively happy with this one. We of course have several $1,000s worth of sales on other platforms as well, so overall this isn't bad. And heading into Q4 and the fall selling season, I'm pretty happy with where we're standing financially. So average sales price per item, $65.16. That is exactly where I want to be. I'm always trying to push my average selling price just a little bit higher, but $65 is typically where we land, and I'm always really happy with that. I think that if we keep that average selling price, then we're getting paid fairly for the time that we're putting into our business. When that starts to dip, then I'm a little bit less happy. So let's look at some of these other statistics. Again, that $19,000 is net sales, so that's after all the taxes and selling fees. So I'm pretty happy with that number. Our largest category, not surprisingly, was in dolls, because we still have hundreds of listings from the Barbie collection that we bought in March, and those of course sold very strong because the movie was released on July 21st. So that worked out really well for us. As you see, 1,000% increase in sales over the previous time period. That's just because we did not have the Barbies last year. All right, so if we look at some of my favorite sales of July, let's check these out. So I'll show you, these are three of our highest dollar amount sales. So I love this one. This is from the Barbie collection. This is a G.I. Joe 1970s outfit, brand new in the package. I had originally listed this at $429.99. Now we had several of these outfits that were new in this particular kind of packaging. The rest of them sold very fast. I think we sold one back in April for well over $600 US. We were very surprised with the value of these, although I guess we shouldn't be because it is 50 years old and brand new in the package, and that's very hard to find. So I did have a small sale going on all of our dolls and action figures that week. And I sold this particular unit for US $365, which is definitely nothing to be disappointed about. This sale is an awesome sale for me. This was a World War II military field desk. So this thing opens up and you would have there would be a typewriter inside of it. It would sort of fit in that little space right there, and they would bring this out to the field for working on administrative stuff. This one was dated 1942. It was in reasonable condition for its age. You can see it's really cool with all these little drawers and slots and things that pull out of it, and there would have been like an inkwell in here. One of the inkwells was still in it. And this sold at full price for $299.99. Now we picked this up at the same sale where we bought the telephone payphone base that I've talked about in previous videos. We paid $2 for that telephone base and sold it at auction for $665.55. That was amazing, but this was also a great flip. We paid $7 at the same sale for this military field desk and sold it for $300, and it took less than a month to sell, so really happy with that. And then this sale, I don't know why it's not showing a selling price here. I am really sure that I did not sell this for full price. I think I got $279 for it. So I'm not sure why eBay's not showing that little thing crossed out. I forget if it was on sale or if I did an offers to watcher. I don't know. But I actually sold this to a repeat buyer, somebody who had bought Barbies from us. So thank you if you're watching this video. Thank you so much for that purchase. We got positive feedback from you. And I was pleased about this. I honestly think it would have sold faster if I'd had a better photo. I don't know what I was thinking that day when I took this feature photo on an angle like this. I should have gotten way above it and taken a picture straight on. But honestly, I think that's the biggest reason why it didn't sell faster. I had lots of other photos in here as well to give an idea of what it looked like, but that feature photo was just dumb. So I'm pretty sure I got $279.99 US for that, and I'm definitely not disappointed. So we had several other sales over the $200 or $300 mark, which brings our average selling price up nice and high, and we need it because we are selling a lot of cheap stuff right now. So one of the things that is still selling reasonably well are these license plates, and you've heard me talk about these on another episode. They're miniature souvenir license plates, about 3 by 4 inches. And we bought them at a yard sale. We bought about 2,000 of them with different names, as well as some that just said Alberta or British Columbia or Montreal. And we bought about 2,000 of them for $50 Canadian. We sell these for $10 each with free shipping, and we just ship them by letter mail. So we sold 22 of those. I have them listed on .com as well as .ca. With just a slightly different listing details in there. And then I have to like cross-reference the inventory when they sell on one or the other platform, which is a little bit tedious, but so far it's worked out just fine. So 22 of those in July. I was pretty happy with that. With these ones, I find that they only sell really well if I market them. So I've been using a Facebook ad, which I sort of turn on and off, and I spend about $30. I target British Columbians because almost all of the license plates say British Columbia on them. And I generally target older men because men tend to buy more car stuff. It's just how it is. And these are also from the early 1980s, so they have a bit of a nostalgic feel to them. So anyway, I spend about $30 every few weeks on the ads for these. So our profit margins are probably like around $5 a plate, which I don't like. I don't love selling these low value items. You've probably heard me talk about this before. The nice thing was at least we were able to list a couple of thousand things with just a couple of ads. And they're very easy to just throw in an envelope, stick a stamp on, and send them off. So they're very, very quick to do and almost no labor costs. It's fine, but I much prefer it when a buyer will pick up 5, 6, or 7 of them, and then we get, a $50 transaction out of that. And that's definitely what I prefer. We're finding right now that a lot of people are just buying singles, and that's great. That's fine. They're still selling. We're still making a profit off of it. But given the labor involved in even just going to the box, picking up an envelope, putting it in there, printing out the address, and putting the stamp on, it's just barely worth the time as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, when these sell, I'm always happy. In the end, we'll have about, if we sell out of them, which who knows how long that will take, maybe until I retire, I don't know, but it'll be about $20,000 worth of revenue for $50, which definitely is something that makes me happy. So that is our eBay month in review. Other platforms are always slower than eBay, which is why I tend to share eBay the most often. We also sell on Craigslist and we sell on Poshmark. And we did have we had our yard sale in July too, I think. Pretty sure that was also at the end of July, and that did pretty well. So we got rid of a whole bunch of stuff in our house, actually. We didn't have this one at the warehouse. We had it at the house, and it sold out pretty well. So we got rid of a whole bunch of stuff, and now we've got space to get more. So that's our month in review. Let me know if you have any questions. Have a great day. Want more videos like this? Make sure to click like, subscribe, and leave a comment below to tell me what you want to see more of.